And we'll continue with chemical properties. So let's keep going. So a peptide bond is a dehydration reaction that forms a bond between the carbon of the carboxyl group and the nitrogen of the amino group. So dehydration synthesis removes water to form a dipeptide. When the body puts together amino acids, which come only from your diet, it's building proteins. You build thousands of proteins from myoglobin to hemoglobin to uh, muscle proteins like actin and myosin and so on. Make sure you know this reaction that forms a peptide bond joining two amino acid and removes water. If you connect amino acids in long chains, which amino acids are present determine the shape and the activity. So the shape of the protein determines its activity. So if you have amino acids joined together, depending which amino acids and the number of amino acids, you can make hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in the red blood cells. You can make myoglobin, which carries oxygen in muscle. You can make keratin, which waterproofs your skin. Notice, depending upon the which amino acids are joined together, determines the shape of the protein chain. They can be globular or longitudinal fibers. Okay. The R group is very important in the amino acid. Which amino acids are joined together determine the shape and ultimately the function. When you get a high fever, that distorts the shape of proteins. That's why you get sick. Distorted shape of proteins don't work. Enzymes are organic catalysts. They start with reactants and produce product. The enzymes are not used up themselves. And I said already, they lower the activation energy. So if you take the substrate or the reactants, the enzyme allows by the binding of the substrates to get in a very good position for joining together. So you have a product formed and released. The enzyme is not used up. This can be repeated many, many, many times. Okay, so that's an enzyme that takes substrate, joins to the enzyme, and forms an enzyme substrate complex to make a product. This synthesis reaction and decomposition reaction, that's all you got to know about synthesis and decomposition, are very, very important. And enzymes allow these reactions to occur very, very rapidly and at body temperature. Okay, we're finished there. All you got, well, we're not going to talk hardly anything about DNA and RNA unless you're getting the Moderna or the Pfizer COVID vaccine, which is incredibly effective. Again, I said that Iceland has 90% or more people vaccinated. They've had no COVID deaths since May. We've had thousands. Okay, so let's go back to that and stop recording. Stop recording.